Hello, everyone, and apologies for being a little bit late on this tremendous Tuesday, if you will. I have not only my dog, but my friend's dog here with me today, and they were just a little bit indecisive about what they really wanted to be, inside or outside. Both of them were, at different times, making different decisions. So it took a minute to get them to figure out where they wanted to be, which happens to be both inside. They're both right over there now. Anyway, we are here today. We will be working on music in a little bit. We will be working on the Final Fantasy VII story a little bit after that. I'm very excited. I'm feeling the anxiety of the Streets of Rage 2 soundtrack that we have playing right now. Feeling that a little bit. You see, I just canceled my Pathfinder session for this weekend, which I am sad to do. I am sad to do that. But one of the players was going to be out, and I feel like I want all the players there for this particular session. Yeah. And that's all fine, except that I have one player who is tempted to murder me every time I cancel a session. And then about an hour after that, a player said they won't be there for this coming session of his campaign on Sunday. So both of our weekend games are canceled, and yeah. So I feel a little anxious about that confluence of events happening all at the same time. Oh no, you haven't read the chat yet? They didn't cancel your game. That's a different set of words. But Mason is not going to be there. Which is not the same as canceling your game. You get to make that decision. I'm just, I'm sorry that you had to find out this way. Anyway. Hello. Sorry. Stress just spikes. Anyway, hello, Greg. How are you doing? Welcome in. Thank you for the lurk, Obi-Wan Kenobi. It is delightful to see you both. Thank you for stopping by and saying hello. My color balance feels off. Oh yeah, here's my friend's dog right here. Right, I can't point in the right direction, but this is Itsu. You probably will not see my dog tonight because Itsu is going to be on that chair probably the entire time. But my dog is over here. Mate, hello, Joe. Hey, come here. Hi. Hello. You can kind of see him. You get a little bit of Jozu. A teensy tiny bit of Jozu. Both dogs on camera. Oh. Okay, he went away now. Did not want you were being camera shy today. So, I have like no news from yesterday. I could rehash the news I went over yesterday. I could rehash yesterday's babble because some folks just aren't allowed here when I'm doing Pathfinder prep. So the babble from yesterday was just that I don't even actually remember. I finished my 60-day drawing class that I've been doing. And my deal with myself was that I would proceed then to a more involved drawing class after that. And I have done so. I started that yesterday. I had to watch, like... I'm very excited for the class. The class starts with, like... I get why it does this. I understand. For, like, completely new artists, why it does this. But it starts with, like, some very rudimentary exercises where you're just, like... drawing lines between dots, trying to keep it steady. You're like tracing the outline of circles and ellipses. And it has you doing this kind of rudimentary pen control stuff for like a week. And then on the other side, you are making image adjustments, kind of doing like color balancing stuff. It's like teaching you about Photoshop functions, but I'm not even using Photoshop, so I'm learning all this in Krita. And it's like, it's kind of cool. I totally get why, but it's very little like actual drawing. And I'm not beyond the lines and the tracing circles for sure. I still need to be doing that every day, but it would be nice if I had a little bit more drawing to do in this drawing class early on. But that's why yesterday's stream was so short because I got on late and I needed to watch this 2.5-hour video on Photoshop and image editing. So, Moto. So these tickets should... You think those just fell out of a coconut tree? Bless Kamala. So, I think that's pretty much the babble from yesterday. I do think we were going to move on after we finished Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. We were going to move on to... I'm forgetting the name of it. The Atlas game. The Fantasy Persona. We're going to move on to that when it comes out. I think that's in October or whatever after we finish Final Fantasy VII. I might have to play Visions of Mana, though. I don't know. I guess it doesn't have to happen on stream, but I talk about Legend of Mana a lot. I love Legend of Mana. The other Mana games, they're okay. I like them okay. That is probably how I will feel about Visions of Mana. Is like, this is okay. It's not Legend of Mana. Because no Mana game is Legends of Mana. It's just actually a different game. It's like a different type of game. It's a side quest simulator. But still, feels weird. Feels weird to be a big Legend of Mana stan and not play Visions of Mana. So that might happen since that's coming out this month. Might play that a little bit. Give that a shot. As for music stuff, I actually was working on a game jam with my brother Connor, player in my Pathfinder campaign. Was working on the soundtrack and some sound effects for that, and that was a lot of fun. And that kind of took over my music brain for a little while. So that's that, and my schedule being completely destroyed is combined makes up why we haven't had a Tunes Day in a little while. My schedule's been all over the place, but I'm ready to get back into the D&D music stuff, the tabletop RPG music. I want to go through and figure out what we are missing from this, like, kind of Monsters Against the Void soundtrack. I'm going to release that on a couple of stores. It's its own purchasable thing since it's already, like, nicely packaged and themed. So we're going to go through and take a look at those and try to figure out if we're missing anything. And that's kind of the plan, is to go through that, see what we're missing, and go from there. So we're gonna leave the slightly anxious Streets of Rage behind, and I think we're just gonna get, like, started with that. I think we're just gonna hop in. Also, my my nano leaves started falling off the wall, like, one plate at a time. So I need to, like, put those back up. My room and my, like, lighting and color balance is a lot different down here without that. Even though it's not, like, supposed to be part of my lighting setup, it's just decoration, but it sure has an effect with that missing. This side of my face is much more shadowed. And I don't know, there's, like, some spotlight effect in the background here that I'm not hugely a fan of. So let's see. How do I want to do this, actually? How do I actually want to go about this? So I have, like, the songs here. I need to, like, make a list of what we have. I should probably just save that list somewhere. What better to do that with than Notepad, eh? Except that no one's gonna be able to see it. That's pretty small. Can I just, like, crank? Can just crank the text size. Okay. Okay. So here are the songs I've exported. I love how I've just one called the boss fight. I'm so good and clever. Half of them are labeled, like, against the Dominion, and half of them are labeled against the Void because I changed my mind partway through. And then this one just, like, doesn't have a label. So this is Shadow of the World. Should be... I mean, it doesn't matter. Let me just get the label on here. Okay, so we have quite a few songs actually. So we just have like I think this is just the theme song essentially. Yeah, this is like the trailer song. So we have that. This is going to get a little bit like gotta make this wider. How do I tell it not to rap? Can you still even do that in Notepad? Oh, goodness. Word wrap off. Okay. So we're not going to listen to all of the songs all the way through. I'm warning you now. So it's going to get a little weird. And I think a lot of the songs kind of reference part of that theme in some way. All of them use like the same instruments for the most part. Okay, so we've got that. We've got the trailer song. We have two versions of Claw and Steel. No. Claw and Steel is a different one. We have two versions of Carmen Line. So Carmen Line is this kind of like tense song. And then we have like a combat version, which is just when a tense situation turns into a fight, essentially. Claw and Steel is like another combat song, another general combat song. That's not supposed to have too much emotional weight. I say that, but it cranks pretty fast, actually. Sorry. Catching up on. I will now ignore Facebook. I will throw my phone elsewhere. And Moto can come here if he wants to threaten to kill me. I'm sorry, Obi-Wan. Okay. I haven't listened to this in a while. This is a jam. Really like the organ lining up with like the tom flaps. And the drop down, the cut back down is very nice. So we have two versions of Shadow of the World. We have Shadow of the World and Shadow of the Wield, which is just like the weird spacey version. So we have Mystery and Mystery Weird, essentially. I'm gonna change this. Okay. Should be using tab. We'll line these up. So I'll just cut this text so that we only have the descriptor and it's less messy. Okay, so there's Shadow of the Wield. Shadow of the World is the same thing, but with the spacier instruments. We covered Carmen Line. We have Event Horizon is a dungeon. So we have like dungeon. We have dungeon tents, kind of. And I think Event Horizon is the tense one. No. Sorry, I'm skipping around. I'll turn it down a little bit if I'm just like clicking around. So this is just like exploration, kind of more neutral. It's got some like tense parts. But that's not really the point. The point is being kind of like up and down with like tension and mystery and exploration, and not really hammer on one thing too much. So this one is just the regular dungeon. And then I think with both of the dogs here, they're gonna like pop off randomly. And I apologize ahead of time. Why do I have two Shadow? Did I like not export? So this one's from March. This Shadow of the World is also from March. It's from 2 weeks later. I think they're the same. I'm telling you, they're gonna pop off all night. Okay. Perigee is a boss song? Is this the boss song? Yeah. And then we have a, like... I don't know what to call the other one. We'll listen to it in a sec, and we'll get a feel for it. But this is kind of like the more generic boss song. I think the other one is like kind of story level bosses. I don't know what to call it, but we'll get there. This is just like a big enemy. That doesn't necessarily have to have big story consequences. We have Singularity. Why do I have two of these? Stardust is another dungeon, right? Yeah, this is Dungeon Tense. Because I liked the idea of making the Tense dungeon called something pretty like Stardust. And this still has reprieves of like kind of this driven heroic theme, but it's fleeting. And it flows kind of like right back into the weird, into the tension. So that's what that is. I don't remember why there's two singularities. Truly, I don't. They're exported within 4 minutes of each other. is there... Okay, what's Singularity 2? Either way, Singularity is definitely the boss. Like, the story boss theme. I don't know why there's two. I just don't know. Anyway, Under the Golden Sun is just, like, exploration. Gonna move these boss songs up here. Singularity mirrors Event Horizon. It's like the amped up version of that song. I wouldn't even call this exploration. I would call this like travel. This is like overworld music, truly. But, okay. My eyes just like stopped tracking what I was doing. I guess one thing I don't have is a song for like an emotional moment that isn't a mystery. Like if someone's having a big serious conversation that isn't like tense, then the only song I like have for that is like, you know, Buddy. Telling you, they're gonna be popping off all night. Anyway, so really this is the only kind of serious conversation one I have. So let's see. So we're missing like kind of a song for like a serious conversation, a song for like meeting important NPCs, like kind of like a regal theme, kind of. Nothing here is like, nothing here has a lot of pomp other than being a fight song. So we could do that. I also want to do like a weird travel song. Which is going to be a different version of Under the Golden Sun. But weirded up. And unlike Shadow of the World and Shadow of the Wield, I think it'll be more than like an instrument swap to make that happen. Because this is so like bouncy and jaunty. So I think what I'm probably gonna end up doing is like, this'll be like a synth. But then it'll just like hang there with the reverb for a long time before moving on to kind of the next set of notes. It'll be a lot more like lonesome, I guess. A serious conversation is longer than it needs to be. Serious social, how about that? Yeah, because this is like pretty light. I'm not sure how to do a regal theme like in this style. I kind of want everything to be in a similar vein. Not in this style, but in like the more style of the broader campaign. This kind of acoustic stuff, I guess I could bring these acoustic instruments in. To me, these feel like the B-sides, almost. This, like, travel theme and the, like, regular acoustic mystery theme, the ones without any synths, without any, like, organ in it, all kind of feel like B-side songs that might exist, like, in-universe and don't have any of the stranger instruments. Like, really, the closest this gets to referencing the rest of kind of the soundtrack, which is fine. Not every song needs to be, like, kind of circling back on the rest of the soundtrack, but the only part that really references anything to do with the rest of the soundtrack is, like, this. These, like, bouncy notes are actually reminiscent of... these kind of... those kind of organ notes in the back. And that's like all it's referencing. I think it's the same interval as those notes. Whereas like everything else kind of has like a similar feel, is using a lot of like similar instruments and similar motifs and stuff. So all this stuff down here is not really part of the same album. Do I have any FL Studio files that I haven't exported in here? Not really. Not really. Okay, so I guess to me, these are really the only ones I'm missing. Is like something to play for serious social encounters or just social situations, like role-playing with someone who's not just like chilling. Not just your random NPC, but like we are meeting someone like fairly serious or something, like a kind of a regal theme. It doesn't have to be regal, but something for like the bigger NPCs, the bigger characters that the players run into. So it would be like meeting the queen that they may or may not try to find next session, or like having a conversation with Rurith, or even like Brass, who is not like... Brass is not like a king, but he is like a big deal. You know, like the heroes or potentially rivals of like higher power levels. And then, yeah, just like making the weird version of the travel theme. That's kind of what I'm missing. I don't know how to... So... which one of these do we want to work on right now? I kind of think... the weird travel one I can do pretty much on my own, since I'm just like remixing an existing song. That doesn't need to happen on stream, really. So the like serious social or like the regal theme could work. Could be something we jump on. Something else I need to do soon. I mean, I should probably write fucking Isha's theme before too much time passes. I should jump on Isha's theme. So That's the thing I should do. Maybe after getting a start on these two songs, I don't have to finish these two, but getting them like kind of lined up. Why are you scratching the carpet, Joe? Don't. No, thank you. So that's kind of my thought, and then I will apparently just cut massively in the. I don't know what he's doing. I might have to go stop him in a minute. Cut massively in the request line is what I started to say and jump to Moto's request. Although the request line is weirdly not that long at the moment. And two of them are Moto. One is Core, who has not given me any ideas on what to do with the song. So I like started asking about it and then like put it off, and that is truly what like stun locked my music queue. And then I have I gotta get in touch with Blue, IB Blue, and be like, hey, what do you want for your song? Because he mentioned mentioned a little while ago wanting something for a particular, like a character theme for like maybe a D&D campaign or something, if I remember right. So I need to get in touch with Blue and follow up on that. I haven't seen him around here lately, but I don't want to, I don't want to skimp on the queue really. But yeah, we might as well work backwards in the queue at this point and start from Moto's most recent request and move up from there, so that I'm in a decent position to do so. So let's see. Let's listen to the trailer music one more time. Get the essence of the campaign music in my brain. And then we can start working on, well, I'll just like roll a die. I'll just flip a coin, figure out which one of these we want to work on. Odds being the first one, evens being the second one. Got an even. And the old Google roller. Google roller. So I think we'll do the Regal theme. Whatever that means. We'll load up the template and we'll see. And I'll maybe pull in some of the acoustic instruments, and we're gonna noodle a little bit today. It's not gonna be a lot of incredible progress being made today, I will have you know. But we'll try to get the start of it, put together some bones. Regal theme. Why did I describe it like that? We'll start playing around with it, and if we end up with a completely different song, NBD. All right, so let's load up the template, which is gonna take a minute. Should have done that from the start. Minimal. It's not minimal, is it? It's like orchestration and against the Dominion. And this template has some problems. I never updated the template as I updated my ideas for the album, and now I'm gonna have. I said I wasn't gonna check my phone. Put it away. Put it. I was gonna like dramatically throw it in the drawer, but I probably need it. Need it more than that, but less than be right in front of me. I don't ever have trouble not checking my phone. You know what it is? Don't tell anyone this. Oh, I'm gonna wait a minute, because I might be a robot voice. All this here light is red. Okay. Should be good now. You know what it is people started talking about my character in the group chat, and now I'm just like wired to check it all day. It was delightful to have that discourse going on, and I am very cognizant that I was like people would ask me one simple question and I was like a thread away from just vomiting my entire, like, all of my ideas for the character out. So that's you know, I was very self-conscious about that potential occurrence. Okay. So we've got the viola here. The viola and the cello could be our That's not bad. That's all right off the bat. Something that kind of follows a similar pattern to, again, like the travel song. I gotta sneeze. Apologies. Goodness. Something like that. Suppose we could drop that all down an octave. Something along those lines. The jump from here to here has a lot of like timbral difference. Like the cello gets a pretty different character jumping to that lower string. So I don't know about that. Might not be the right instrument. Might want to go to the... Probably not that either. Got this one's called viola shorts, so change this to be single. Oops. Let's see. Damn it. I'm getting some ideas that I should probably just draw out instead of play. I'm not excellent at these big note jumps on piano. Especially stringing one to the other. I don't know about it being staccato. We'll just draw something out. We'll just draw something out. Regal. All caps. Let's make it golden. Golden sky. I will make it so. It shall be regal. Okay, 135, why not? Why not? Let's see. let's just draw some stuff. I can't, like, see the line dividers very well right now. It's like the bolder line marks. Odd. Might help if I magnet this to half. Yeah, there we go. That's what we're actually working in. So we're gonna just try a couple different ideas here. I don't mind that. It's better than staccato. Let's see. We'll just try the virtuoso. I'm sure this won't go horribly. And this might be too jaunty. Maybe. I like that. I like that as a kind of basic thing. With more dynamic, like, dynamic stuff going on in between. I apologize. One more time. I'm just gonna throw this up there. Try that whole thing. Not convinced on that last note, but I do generally kind of like this as part of this song. I don't know if this is what I want to hang the whole hat on. I do think this will probably go for 2 kind of general repeats of this whole idea. You know what? Let's start with some drums, even before we get here. Love me some drums, which is exactly why they're not on the goddamn template. Because I love them so much that I would not, I would never force them to just sit here and wait while I mess with other instruments. You know? That's just, you know. What fucking drums was I using? It was the white ones from not Studio Drummer. It was, yes, Abbey Road's Modern. White kit full? I should really start using the light kits because I see all the, I see the whole keyboard, all these shiny lights down here, and I get overwhelmed. Okay. Oh, and I had some other, I like switched it to a different mixer. And like this, I used the B variation of this snare. And I just don't remember, man. I'll go back and I'll fix it later. Something like that. Yeah, that's pretty simple. That's pretty good. We're gonna put this in the piano roll. Derms. Before I lose the notes under my fingers. This should be the same. Oh, it is the same. I'm just zoomed out. Shit. Okay. So let's paint in some derms down here. This is not... What is this? Oh, yeah, we're on like 1/4 beat. We only need it on the bar for now. So we'll drag a bunch of these out. Go back to Regal. We'll let this kind of do its thing twice, and then we'll drop Regal in, and we'll see how that sounds. Not like that. I like that, all right. Halfway through the track becomes a Rickroll. Would not be the first time we've pulled a meme around here. One of like the 3 songs I have uploaded on my music channel is a song called Skittledy Bop, which is just, it's just the worst. It's just a weird, I don't even know how to describe it. I don't know how to describe it. It's something. It's something for sure. You know, I like to make people happy, so occasionally someone will come in and be like, make it a DnD. And I'll just be like, all right, we'll just drop some of them drums in there. We'll just, you know, I've got some of those. I've got some DnBs. I can just plop it on here. Why not? I feel like I can't hear this very well. Even though the, like... No, it is kind of quiet. Stand by. Even though the drums are just, like, slap it away. The violins are pretty quiet. Violas. Sorry. That's not just me, right? That's like everyone that's pretty quiet. No, they get up there. Huh. That doesn't change my headphone volume at all. Okay, let's see. I gotta sneeze again. What is my problem today? I'm gonna have to take an early break just to fix my nose. Okay, well, just for me, anyway. I can hear him pretty well? Okay. Okay. What's my, like, volume for that device at? Literally don't remember how to get there in this new volume menu. By new, I mean just the Windows 11 one, but it's like not my favorite, man. Give me the all sound devices. Yep, 1 to 2 output. Oh, nope, it's fucking maxed. Alrighty. That's fine then. Okay, give me a minute. And I'll see if I can fuck around with this. Damn. So this shouldn't turn it up for you guys. Okay, it tweaked it up just a little bit, and now I can hear it just fine. Once upon a time, I had a problem where all of the songs, when I exported them, they came out really quiet because I had my headphones like blasting, so I want to avoid that. I want to be hearing it at about the same volume as you guys, preferably. That is ideal. Oh, you know why? I turned it up. At some point. I turned it up like for Final Fantasy VII. And that's why you can hear them pretty well, because I have it cranked instead of being at the middle where my headphones are. Okay, so it should be right about here. And now it should be pretty quiet for you guys. Like, the drums are still thwapping for sure. Maybe like there is good. Anyway, I think that's probably pretty good. I wish I could more directly hear, like monitor what you guys hear, but okay. So we're getting some general ideas down. I don't remember what color I was giving the drums. I think I was making them just like kind of silver. I think. Drum thwaps. That's fine. Okay. I don't think we're going to bring those in yet, but maybe we'll find a place for them. Cello is much more likely to show up. Regal cello. At the... Really? The color's not in the history? That's odd. That's fine. Let's like select like this. So we can just, that's not the right button. So you can just kind of preview that while we're playing with this. Not there. Dumb. Oh my gosh. I actually do have to just... I gotta stand up and run upstairs real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry for the sudden break. That will kind of take the place of my my break for the music stream. So we'll go for like another 2 hours ish on music. We'll see where I run into a roadblock, and then we'll switch over to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. My sinuses are actually just kind of wimpy. And we've got like a week of thunderstorms rolling in. So I don't know what the deal is, but they just kind of decided to let it all out. Decided enough was enough, I guess. I get sinus headaches pretty often. I don't have any lower to go. Upstairs, I was like, what if I drop it an octave? Not an option, as it happens. Let me just... Yeah, that doesn't make it much louder. We're gonna stick with spiccato. I like the bones of this so far. I think probably the melody could use a couple of tweaks, but for now, I'm liking it. The other thing is, the drums are... For once, I don't want the drums to be as thwappy as they are. Usually I can't get them to be thwappy enough, but this time they're just rolling. That's the wrong drum. Tom 4 rim shot. It's probably because I'm doing a rim shot. Let's try to... Wow, that's loud. But we can lower the volume on that. So we're going to drop those notes all the way down there. Get a little bit less stick. Okay. Okay, so drop it down there. Doop. Bring back to stick a little bit on those emphasis notes on the 2 of each bar. The 3 of each bar. Sorry. Okay. I think we'll expand the cello to actually change over time. So we'll get rid of these. For now, we'll start the way we start every night. Duplicating across the world. So we'll do this, so it crosses the whole section, and then we'll make edits where we want. Dum da dum dum. Jesus, that's loud. Are we gonna listen to the whole thing just for that one note change? Yes. Yes, we are. Welcome to a Varys music stream. One of my favorite things to do is go to like D&D Beyond or something with a 3D dice roller and roll like 100 dice. It is very nice. I like it a lot on Foundry, where like, I mean, all the dice are incredibly pretty. I guess the dice on D&D Beyond are quite pretty as well. I just don't own any there. Even when I'm using D&D Beyond, the dice are actually like rolling in Roll20 or something. Very rarely in D&D Beyond itself. Bring back that extra like note there. Not that, higher than that. I'm not gonna voice it out. It's fine. Here's where, quite suddenly, I wish I was using a more... just a different string library. This library is great if you're sticking with a single type of note. Like if you're just doing shorts for a whole song for one instrument, or if you are like... the virtuoso mode on it is like beautiful when you're like stringing notes together. It sounds very nice and relatively natural compared to other libraries I've tried. But here, if I'm like, if I want to hold that note, if I want to put a long there, it's suddenly like a huge pain in the butt because I can, but it's going to sound so different. It's going to be at such a different volume. So let me show you what I mean real quick. First of all, we are using spiccatos here, so we need to be on, we need a G1 right at the very start of this, which I believe for the cello is actually G1 and not a Y. I also need to like just barely just slide this over just a hair so that the key switch happens first. So we got that in there. But then if I want to do like, if I wanted to like crescendo here or something, some kind of like escalating long like, not only can I not change this speed very easily, I have to, let's see. So this is on B1, so that should be here, right? This, yeah, B1. And then I slide this over like a hair. That one's actually pretty good. all things considered. That's pretty natural. So that was a really terrible example. That worked out kind of nicely. Heck. Okay, that transitions pretty well. Trust me, sometimes it doesn't work well. Okay, let's listen to this whole little section real quick. That's gonna be a bit dramatic. Okay, we'll actually listen to the whole thing. I'm trying to make some dynamics tweaks here. As we go. Let's notch them up to 3 everywhere. We're getting close to having to actually go play with the viola again. Okay. I'm gonna go through this coffee so fast today. Okay, cool. My dog has returned. I like a little blanket on the floor for him over there, and it's like curled up into a tiny bed. I'd show you, but I can't very easily with this camera. But it's very cute, trust me. So, and I should be giving you guys the wide here, just in case like a core shows up, whose dog is who I have over there. We'll give you the wide camera. Oh, you can't even really see very much dog. There we go. There's dog. You see less music. The dog is taking up some primetime music space, it's true, but you know. Oh my god, I'm so bad at remembering all the music stuff. I usually have like a little piano display that I put up so you guys can see what note I'm hitting, but we'll leave it be for now. Doggo cam. I used to have like a kind of devoted dog cam, but I moved my setup a little while ago and I haven't set that up again. There's not room for a tripod over there. But there is a desk now just like right in front of the dog chair. So I could fix this quite easily if I gave it like 20 minutes. So what next? I think I want to tweak this viola section a little bit. I also need to figure out where this goes next. Let me just, so we've got These violas are... This shouldn't be... I decided I didn't like these panned all the way over, so we're gonna undo that. I don't even know what was panned all the way to the right anymore. Oh, it's in sound wall. That's right. We can almost bring these in halfway. I don't know exactly what notes they'd be on at the moment. Those are good ones, though. Nightbot so fast. That message didn't even get into the chat. That's great. Good job. Good job, Nightbot. All right, let's just do literally that thing I just played. I'm head out. Have fun with the music. Sounds good, Pufferfish. Thank you for stopping by once again, saying hello, checking things out. I hope you have a good rest of your evening. Okay, I know what I want. Sorry. And then all of this again, basically, but... something like that. Forgot how much these want like a little air after each note to not clip like that. But that's too much air. This is okay. But this like half a this like 16th notes of space is like too much. It's gotta get pretty close. You guys can't see this because it's behind the dog head. Ha 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 ha. Self-thwarting myself all over the place. And when this is in the mix, you just like don't hear those little blips of like transferring between notes. So anyway, I think I want this to be like right about there. So let's try it in the song. Give the whole thing a little listen. And this might be something that shows up in a later repeat or something, I don't really know yet. The structure of the song isn't there yet. We're just grabbing some puzzle pieces. We're shaping some puzzle pieces. Not even putting the puzzle pieces together yet. That does sound like a later thing. That does sound like a not the first time through. I like it a lot. I don't like it building that fast, I guess. I don't want it to build up like that. So... we're gonna go with the lemon line. We're not gonna make it gold. Gonna make it the same color here. Okay. So that will come back later. Kind of want to know what comes next before we start tweaking this melody too much, even. Just completely drop the, like, note pattern on this last bit. Am I gonna make you guys listen to the whole thing? Nope, just 8 bars. You're gonna uncancel your game, right? I'm not. The reasons that I wanted to skip this week's session still apply. Still apply. So I'm afraid not. They're not bad reasons. I stand by my reasons. You know what happens if I don't skip? If I don't skip this week, and this is a reason that you're probably not going to care about that much, but I care about, is like, Turkon can still get into a bunch of trouble this week, but like, won't have Stu to bounce off of. And then next week is almost surely going to be like, there's at least going to be some kind of like a talkie session. We might get to Keon and like might spend a lot of time like Isha going back and forth with Keon, and like it's and then like Rai will be coming back to another talkie session loaded with story that technically doesn't have a lot to do with Stu, you know. And none of that is your fault. I'm not punishing you. I'm not punishing anyone. I'm trying to make sure the whole group has a good time. And make sure I have a good time. And make sure that this session where like a lot of decisions that could happen that could like break the group to go in different directions, I want most of the group, I want all the group to be present for that if possible. And it doesn't sound like anyone's busy next week, so holding off a week, then why does it feel like I'm being punished? I'm sorry. I don't know that I could do the analysis on that. But I do feel bad, and I am sorry that we're missing a session this week. And we can definitely hang out and do something else. I will be afoot. I'll be around. We could even... I don't imagine Mason and... I don't imagine moving your game to Saturday works that well. But if it did, you're welcome to. Actually, that would probably be fun. Wait, no? I do, it seems like the other two. Yeah, it seems like Jeremy might not be able to, and I have no idea what Mason's schedule is like. Jeremy doesn't have Saturdays off. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. I could force Mason to show up on Saturday. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I'd be fine. I don't know what everyone else would be fine with, but I'd be fine playing your game like earlier or later on Saturday or whatever might work. But I don't, you know, that seems like a long shot. But either way, I will be happy to be around to hang out and do something on Saturday. I will ask. All right. Gonna listen to this one more time. And try to figure out what comes. I think the cello continues after this is what happens, and I think the regal violas drop out. Could do chords with the organ. Once I let the group cook with the ominous presence of disappointing me. Excellent, yes, make them... make them sweat, and if they sweat long enough, they will become pliable, malleable. Regal cello 2? I don't really know what to... I don't really know what to... We'll just clone it, and we'll just drop it in here, and I'll, like, you know... I don't think I want it to be shorts here, but... Okay, I'm gonna also do drum thwaps too. I'm just gonna call this drum... bass hits. I don't actually ever use a bass drum in these songs. It's all just, like, the low tom. I don't ever actually hit the kick. So do something like this. I actually don't hate that. I don't even hate that. I keep thinking I'm gonna need to make edits here, and then I'm like, actually, this is just fine. But maybe this should just be in the intro? You know what? Yeah. We've shaped the puzzle pieces, and they're starting to come together. So we go bass, bass, and then like, boot-a-doop, and then like, move this over, and then like, we do the actual thwaps here with the stick, and then I don't need regal cello 2. What I need is I need to move this whole thing over like this, and we just do this. We have our intro. Except, hold on. One thing. I don't want something to feel like an intro too much in a song that loops. So we're going to move all of this back like this. We're not going to have the like only drums part. That will be like at the end of the song probably, and then we'll let that loop back around to itself. So this will just be right in with the cello, right in with the drums. Since with something like Foundry, I don't have the fancy tricks like loop points to work with. I gotta make sure the song just loops well on its own. So I can't have something like an intro section that plays the first time and then falls off. I know that I've complained to you about the length of Ulduar already. It's just a lot of running time. It's probably better on like a cat or like a rogue or something that runs around really fast. On a hunter, it's not great. On a shaman, it's like fine. But hunter, your only running options are like you have cheetah, and then you have the dash version of cheetah. And then you have disengage, which you can get a movement speed thing on. But it's like really fiddly to move fast as a hunter. I don't know if you're farming it as a hunter. I don't know what you're farming it on. Oh, aspect plus 50% MS when you haven't attacked for 3 seconds. That's not too bad, but then, like, when are you running but not attacking something? So, like, rogue and druid probably get around faster. But yeah. Hunter's base speed isn't very high, right? Exactly. Cat druid just fucking zooms. It's kind of silly, but I would probably legitimately take like sprinting potions. I just like just buy a stack of like sprint potions and use those in Ulduar. They removed the lowered aspect CD talent, yeah. I'm sorry, I have to listen to this again. And then something with this. Oh, and I said maybe I was going to go with like the space piano chords or something. I like that. I like that splash in particular. So let's try some with that. Piano stabs. Do I not have... no, I guess this is probably correct. This dark green. I'm going to slap these all out. Nope. Sorry. It's nice that I've been able to just AFK in these fights with tons of ads and with my hunters. Yeah. Mitsu is cute. He's pretty adorable. And very asleep. I love both of these dogs. One sec. I do like this better with the drums. I'm a little concerned that it's just the same pattern here again. Heck. Deleted in the wrong spot. Something like that. I might try just switching this to longs. Let's make this virtuoso. We'll load it. Crash the whole frickin' thing. Let's see. So this should be C1. So quiet. This is going to be a little messy because let's just see how this sounds. Still very quiet. Oh, because I have the dynamics thing on. Turn that off. Why is it still working? Why is it still working when I've turned it off? Oh, nope, not really what I meant. Okay. Why are the dynamics resetting? Maybe because that's where my modulation wheel is. Maybe that's actually just not a huge mystery. No, it reset it past where my modulation wheel was. What the fuck? Pretty annoying. I'm fucking over it. Give me a sec. Cello, modulation wheel. Plop it back in. Turn it back on. Crank it the fuck up. Okay, now... Oh, but... Let's start from here. Okay. I think I actually like this. But it needs some adjustments like this. Heckin' shit. And let's not crank this all the way. Let's keep it a little reasonable. Sorry. Try that. And it doesn't need the full chug here. And then we delete all of this, actually, and just copy over this. Okay. Generally like how this is coming together. Okay, all right. Liking it. Liking how it's coming together. Let's see. How'd I get on the synth? I don't know that I'm going to do anything with the synth in this song. I don't think I actually like quite how this moves into this section. Let's try this again. I think I prefer this to just be one long note. I'm fine with the chug after that. Truly, it's just that first one that I want to kind of ease into this section. And I really like the slide down to that, you know, in this last bit. That sounds nice to me. Okay. So I probably want to go into some kind of floaty-ish space piano section. Maybe just like with kind of this pattern with the drums or something similar. I could really play with the drums a lot in that, actually. You know what I do need to do? I think my other songs are really guilty of not putting the drums, at least for the Monsters Against the Void stuff. I think my other songs are pretty guilty of not like trying to put the drums in the same room as all of the other instruments, and nothing can be as spacey as this piano, right? Nothing should be as spacey as that piano. But these drums shouldn't be, like, dry. And I've been really bad about that. So we're gonna, like, slap some reverb on some things. I think Fruity Convolver is their new reverb. Put it on the wrong channel. We'll play with that later, but I want it on the drums. I'm probably not that spacey either for that. Do I need a convolution reverb for just like a snare or a drum? Probably not, but whatever. Bunker. It should be kind of a big reverb, actually. Not like long tail, but it should be... I kind of like that. Bunker C is like tighter. Oh, that sounds so weird in the right channel. No, no, no. Bunker A is nice and kind of like a rounded sound. Bunker C's got some weird shit. Parking Garage is pretty nice. Convolution reverbs are cool. If you don't know how convolution reverbs work, I know my audience skews more tabletop than music. So a convolution reverb takes an impulse. Can I like hit play on this? Yeah, so this is just someone like getting a recording of the echo of a sound in a location. So someone literally took a recording of like making a sound in a parking garage, and that's what this is. And they made it makes a reverb out of it. So it gets kind of the same character. So if we go back to Bunker C, we can hear what that weird sound was. Yeah. It's got a really weird warble in there. That's that was making that. That's what was making the weird sound. I can, you know. Parking garages is nice. What? I don't know that I don't know that that's what it sounded like to me, but I'll accept this interpretation, yeah. If I want, I can like put the cello in kind of the same... What the fuck? I'm not trying to... I can put the cello in the same room, kind of, with the convolution reverb. We can put this in Garage close, but I probably need to turn off reverb on the cello itself. If I can find its effects, which I had trouble with before. I guess I would want to turn down... I would want to turn down the far mic, is how I would get rid of the reverb here. And if I want to make it sound like the cello is a little bit closer, then what I do is I go back into the reverb here and I just turn down the wet. So it still has the same tail, but it's quieter. And just listening to the bass, if we like solo the drums. There's definitely some like reflections that I might still want to get rid of. Might want to try to EQ out of the reverb here, because that's giving a lot of character to the drums that I don't necessarily want. It might be fine. I haven't decided yet. Like, I really like it for this part. So if I do try to EQ them out, I could like add some automation to like bring it back in for this more floaty bit. And similarly, the cello, we could like crank the wet here. And then like turn it back down at the start. Yeah, I don't mind that character too much on the reverb. It might just be too pronounced on the drums. So some of that stuff is like kind of the mastering stuff that I usually do after a song is like done. I go in and I fiddle with some of that off stream, so get a little bit of that in there. Probably want to kind of do the same thing here, honestly, with the viola. But even quieter. So we'll turn down the wet right from the start. Put it in the parking garage. Oh, the wet went back up. What do you know? But I almost don't even need to for the viola. The reverb effect is like way more pronounced on the bassier notes. That's interesting. Huh. Yeah, I'll keep it turned up then. Keep it turned up on the viola. That's fine. All right. So there's your little sound design aside for the day. Let's see. For now, move this forward and the drums forward. I will want to adjust them a little bit more later, but for now, just move them forward. I don't know where I want to put the next notes. This is not going to be the right rhythm. Maybe a bit bigger than that. Oops. Yeah, definitely needs to be triplets. See there. And these need to be like doubled. Doggo's barking at thunder. Probably gonna be there. Not quite. Interesting. Actually, I want these two. Heck. I'm so lazy to like set up the rhythms again. Oh, I didn't even set up the rhythms again. Oh my god. And we need to turn the reverb way down at this part for this. But not off. I don't even know if I can automate these very easily, but that'll be a thing for later. That kind of routing stuff I can do offline. Let's see. Let's see. So I think I have to go into these channels. Oh, maybe they have it already. So this is for layer B. So it would be that, tools, last tweaked, reverb send layer B. Sick. Create an automation clip. Give me a sec. Insert one. That goes above. Heck. Undo. Insert one. Okay, it's I, so I could just right click an I. So we got reverb and delay. We can create an automation clip for that. Throw that down here. So we can copy the initial starting position. Paste it like here. Can't even be there actually. It needs to be all the way. Needs to be all the way at the next bar. Paste the value. And then yank it like way down to like 25 or something. Give that a shot. Kind of do the same here. Give that a shot. So we'll have our nice reverby stabs here. Now you can actually hear the individual notes a little bit. So, yeah. And probably we turn the volume on the cello down during this part. Copy this value, we'll drag this over. I actually kind of want it to start quieting down here. Paste the value, drag this down, copy this value. Not correct. Paste it here. There we go. Curve this up a teeny bit. I remembered I, like, turned my microphone off when my roommate came down, and I just had, like, a flashpoint of panic of just, like, checking if the button was still, if my mic was still off. And later I'll do something more involved here. I'll show you what I mean, though. Put this here, drag this up, put this here to knock it back down. So something like that for all of these. Just a very subtle, like, volume up, drop back down, volume up, drop back down. Ah, we're halfway there, fuck it. That one's a bit loud, but that's fine. Leave into human error if it doesn't sound bad. This one didn't get curved up quite correctly. But anyway, that's the gist. You could almost do something like that here, but I don't know what it would look like. Except maybe like that. That actually sounds pretty nice. So listen to the... You just have like the swelling reverb for that phrase. Do it again. Set it up for all of them. Easy to fix it if I decide I hate it later. But it's more character now. Pretty subtle. That's kind of nice. Is it too dramatic if we do the same thing with delay? I kind of think probably. So yeah, it's just kind of the same thing, but more. And I'm not sure that we need more. Kind of like this without drums. Break from drums is good sometimes. Shake it up, make it feel like the whole song isn't the same. And if I want, I can come back in and put something more interesting with, like... I keep hitting the piano like it's gonna know which instrument I want to be on. I can, I can put something airy with like symbols in there. Not quite that aggressive, probably. Stuff like that. Which I might do, now that I think about it. Now that I hear it. I kind of like that a little bit. Shall we? We're getting pretty close to cutoff time. Not cutoff time. We're getting pretty close to the time that I want to switch over to Final Fantasy VII for a little bit. Play a little bit of that before I have to depart and get a little bit of drawing practice in, among other things. Dinner, etc. Sustenance, being a living human. A little bit of work, too. So let's give it a full listen, and then maybe I'll switch over to Final Fantasy VII after that. I haven't saved this. I'm very smart. Quite liking this, honestly. I think this is going to be pretty fun when it's done. So what comes after this, I might continue with this piano noodling a little bit, but then we will build back up to kind of this regal section. Only when it comes back, it's going to kind of have the shorts in there, and maybe something with the synths. Maybe I want this on the opposite side. Yeah. So yeah, it'll be something like that. But that is not the extent of it. It'll be built up a little more, probably a little bit longer. We're getting like a taste of the regal section here, but it's like only, it's like half as long as the space piano part. So when we come back to this, it'll probably be like built up a little bit more, and then there'll be like a kind of outro / leading up to the loop section. And that's probably what that's gonna look like. Give me one. Let's group these before I save it. Excuse me. Okay, there we go. Group with above. There we go. And now we can minimize it. And now we don't have to stare at that automation unless we're working with it. So yeah. We can do the same here. Cool. Cool. So I think we're gonna switch to Final get interrupted is what we're gonna do. I think we'll switch to Final Fantasy VII. I'm gonna like check my phone, my messenger, see if yeah. I have this dog here. I would like to get them to play outside a little bit before she has to leave. So I might end up cutting it even earlier than expected to get a little bit of that in now that it's not frickin' storming anymore. So we'll see. I'm gonna take a break. When I come back, we will either be playing Final Fantasy VII or we'll be raiding out. So give me a bit and I'll let you know. Hello. I've returned. I've returned, and it is option B, in fact. I'm going to raid out, I think. And I'm going to hang out with the dogs a little bit before one is tragically taken from me and brought back home. So, sorry, this is kind of a shorter stream, but it's truly is just my fault for like waking up late today and getting on stream late today. Could have been on like 2-3 hours earlier, and I would have had some time for Final Fantasy VII. So that's my bad. I promise we will get a chunky Final Fantasy VII stream in sometime this week, even if I have to do like a bonus stream on Friday. So we'll get back to the story at some point. Back to Gambletown. So let me just see who's online. Also, in case you didn't miss in case you missed the earlier discussion, we will be skipping our Pathfinder session on Saturday this week. So no Pathfinder this week, no Pathfinder stream this week. And I will try to replace it, like I said, with kind of a chunky Final Fantasy VII thing or something else. So I will inform you in the Discord when that happens. !Discord on Twitch will get you the link for that if you're not already in it. If you're on YouTube, sorry. I have no bot on YouTube. There is no automation on YouTube, and I do apologize. It's a quiet one tonight. It's a quiet one. I don't see that many people that I know on. Tauros is on, though. Tauros is playing 7 Days to Die. We could go hang out there. That might be the move. Yeah. We'll go say hello to Tauros. Tauros raids us semi-regularly, and I never really get to get Tauros back, so we'll go hang out over there. Tauros is excellent. One of my co-storytellers truly has done more storytelling this season than me. I've just been gooning it up and playing bandit soldiers in Zomboid RP, but also the owner of the Zomboid RP server at present. So we'll go say hello there. Very, very creative and friendly and wonderful person. Lots of good stories too. So we'll go say hello there. Hopefully Twitch won't bamboozle me with the ads right when we jump over, but we'll see how that goes. Like I said, probably like a bonus stream on Friday kind of situation. Maybe on Saturday instead, depending on how the schedule shakes out. I'll let you know in the Discord. Right. When I don't have a stream on Saturday, Tuesday is just the end of my stream week these days. That's weird. Yep, that's all I have to say. Check out Zomboid Roleplay on like Varacti's stream and Laughable's stream on Thursday. We're kind of like wrapping up the season this week and next week. Probably next week we're gonna have like a time skip of some sort. And that's all I've got. I will catch you guys later. Enjoy this clip as I tune out, and I'll see you all again real soon. Goodbye. Okay.
So I'm either about to be poisoned, or both of them are poisoned. Ah!
Are you okay?
I'm poisoned!
Why did you take it?